Hello and welcome back to the Hot Seat. I'm Rather Incoherent and I'll be your host today in this Rhodes campaign for Rome Total Reels and Imperium Surrectum 0.6.3. When last I left, I said that things were going well, but we probably needed to bail on the Delta and that we couldn't go any further west. But here Red Zed is proving me wrong, because not only has he gone west and taken more land, he's been taking out Egyptian stacks while doing it. I'm really looking forward to seeing his part, because obviously I'm recording this before it goes live. But I am shocked at how well it's going, and I'm told that it can likely keep going this well and that we can probably take out their armies. More on that in a second. Let's go ahead and read the message that came with the save from Red Zed. Cowards. Cowards everywhere. It seems the Ptolemies can't handle the power of our great slingers. They can't even come to break our lines with their hordes of cavalry. So what do? They run and run and run. Well, let's keep them running, and maybe, just maybe, this madness might turn out well in the end. And honestly, I'm shocked to hear we can beat these stacks. If I grab this spy, probably cheating, I imagine he moved during Red Zed's turn, but I can't be asked to keep track of the agent bug. So we're gonna run him down to get a better look at this army. Probably these armies, I imagine there's more than one. Wouldn't you know it? Can I see the other one? I can see 2 units of cavalry there, 2 cavalry here. I can see basically this whole army, and you can see mostly cavalry, a couple of range units, complete mishmash of different melee units. If they just spammed this guy, which they can build in basically all their cities, I imagine, I'd be screwed. I would have no idea what to do. However, since they're choosing not to spam the Phalangites, or even just like the Thuriophoroi would be pretty solid, right? Since they're choosing to spam this guy, and in my episodes, I've seen this guy get destroyed by slingers and city sieges. Yeah, we're in a good spot. They're making terrible armies that we can actually go toe-to-toe with pretty easily, and our army has been snowballing since turn 1. Whether it's me or Red Zed, every time we take losses, we're not actually losing units. All we're doing is losing money and creating cheaper fort garrisons. And that's like one of the most expensive ones we got. We have 5 here, 4 here. Pretty sure there's like a 1 somewhere. That's 3 guys. It's disgustingly efficient. So as long as we manage to keep these guys from bottoming out, we're not losing units. Our army's snowballing, getting bigger and bigger. And while we can't beat all 20 Ptolemy stacks at once, we can absolutely beat one, beat a second one, go retrain, do it again, faster than they can make 2 more stacks, and we will eventually grind them down. And we're pushing towards a very important point. I mentioned this in my video, I just didn't think we'd be able to do it, is if we can drop this fort, a fort here, a fort where my spy is, and a fort on the other side of this bridge, then all of the Ptolemaic land over here, it's gone. It just doesn't have access to the Delta. All of the internal forts that aren't facing west, we can break them and focus our attention entirely southward down the Nile. However, we have 2 pretty pressing issues. I'm not referring to the 2 armies here. The massive Ptolemaic armies that are coming are just one of the issues. The other issue is happiness. The city is not an isolated thing. Because we're not getting public order out of Memphis, everyone's just pissy all the time. Our taxes aren't high anywhere. It's gonna be a long time to get sorted. And something I've definitely got my eye on is the idea of trying to take the statue of Zeus. And to that end, if I'm thinking about going to the Peloponnese, and I'm terrified of shipping my boats back and forth over here because we lost our navy somewhere in here to the Ptolemaic navy, and it should still be there, no reason it wouldn't be. Ready. I don't think I'm gonna keep this boat here. First things first, I need to find a spare family member who sucks. This guy's good, I like him. Where's someone who's actually terrible at the job? This guy's straight zeros. Congratulations, you're going on a suicide run, friend. Get on the boat. Not both boats, just the one. He's getting on the boat. And if you're watching my campaigns, you know where this guy's going. We're gonna go say hi to Carthage. I'm buying elephants. Fun fact, I don't know if it's been mentioned in any of the videos since I first discovered this wasn't working at the end of part 2. Slingers don't use missile weapons, they use special weapons. They have special rocks. Not all slingers, obviously, specifically the Rhodian slingers. That's why they're not upgrading. Which means that if you were to come over to a temple like the Temple of Poseidon, which I think is the one, yeah, here. This is why they have +1, it's not actually the blacksmith. So you might think this is for boats, because it is, but slingers are boats, and I wish I had made this temple instead. It's not worth the money or time or happiness to disband this and rebuild better. I just wanted to take a second to explain that. It seems that me and Red Zed have differing opinions on how this spy should be used. Oh, that's really funny. You started walking him back. So here's the thing. I'm tempted to send him a message like, hey, yo, what do you want to do with the spy in Anatolia? Because if he's just walking back and forth every episode, he'll never get anywhere. I mean, the intent seems to be check if they're invading, right? Here's my problem with that. It's why I stopped keeping track of the Egyptian stack. What the fuck am I gonna do if they are? Like, I've got no counterplay. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing we can do if an invasion is coming. And it's funny if he sends him back again, so I'm gonna ignore what Red Zed's doing and send the spy back to get to the one frontier we actually have. And also to expand our maps for the purpose of map selling. And speaking of map selling, it looks like we're to Rome, aren't we? No, this is not where I thought it was at all. The map's just so big it's hard to tell what I'm looking at. Wait, where is the diplomat? Because I got him out last turn. He might have died of old age. Oh no, he's coming back this way. That makes sense, because we can sell like new allegiances as things break and sell new maps. Is there anyone around here that we don't already know, though? I should take a look at our diplomatic standing. Our list of allies is enormous as always. We have the Thracians here. So I need to find out if the Thracians are enemies. We already have Tylus, the Thracians. I'm going to continue in this direction to talk to the Histrians up here in Pontic Pentapolis, who apparently have been conquering down. There's just a lot of Pontic Pentapolis out and about. Do I want to go to the Histrians if it's a whole extra turn? Or am I happy just to talk to Pontic? Yeah, we'll take Pontic Pentapolis and stop here. No reason to travel 2 extra turns for one small faction. I'm gonna march this diplomat up to meet the Seleucids and see if we can't try to get an alliance with them. Because if I can, that would break their alliance with the Ptolemies. And I'm told that the Ptolemies and Seleucids are friends this campaign. We'll find out next turn. Okay, that's the agents and the boats handled. Now on to the stuff people actually care about. First things first, I'm retraining this and immediately moving the army. If you select all this, it can't move far, but that's because the original garrison's here. This all just got in the city. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this as efficiently as possible without deleting a unit. So 56 into 78 is good. Same with 72. Next lowest, 61 into 78. Think that's fine. I can't think of any reason that would be efficient to do it otherwise. And then we just take our lowest guy and start dragging him, because it looks to me like it's just always going to result in one stack not quite being filled out. So we can take this whole army sans that many guys. We're not quite fully retrained, but we are damn close. Pop out here. And then we have no money to retrain them with. This is the issue. You may have looked up here and been like, you're making plans, but with what money? Well, it's simple. They can just be overpopulated. I would love to build these things to prevent them from being overpopulated, but I kind of need cash right now. The reason they're overpopulated is because we're winning wars, and I don't intend to stop doing that. So unfortunately, I just need that money for this. Now, I don't even think I have enough money to build 2 Rhodian Slingers if I wanted to, right? Oh, I can't even build 2 Rhodian Slingers. Well, I could build the 1. It would be a very, very long time until this got down here. I genuinely think building units here, even boats, is just a mistake, which does make me sad, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, I said this fort didn't work. I think I'm wrong. It didn't occur to me because it's separated by water, kind of. It's really weird. But I think zone of control is being exerted across the water here and actually fort walling Alexandria. It looks so wrong that this could fort wall anything, but I think it does. The map's real weird right here. I'm not quite sure what zone of control over this fort is, but I think it's working. Unlike this fort wall is held together with hope. I hear Memphis has been sieged since the last time I saw it, but we appear to have saved it. Our plan is definitely go east. So this army is going east. It can't make it to the major thing I want to do, which is attack this settlement. And I can't let this stack come in. I can definitely beat 1 stack in a turn, not so much 2. So a fort needs to drop here. I don't think the AI is smart enough to route around like this, and the reason I believe this is Memphis is alive. Otherwise, Memphis should be dead. So I think if I drop a fort here, since the rebels are in the way, the AI won't actually come participate the way they should. This fort needs to exist because it is blocking a path through here. Is that true? I could give up on this fort right now. I won't need it for long. I'm gonna step out of Memphis with the governor for a second. Take a look at this. 1,850, it'll be 2,700. I don't have the money for a watchtower and 2 forts. So I'm only building 1 fort presently. That's the plan. I'm gonna take this guy, run him forward, drop the fort. I think he's the closest governor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he can even make it back, so it's not a problem. Run him out, drop the fort. I would obviously prefer to run him back and not have him inside the fort, which is doable with this guy. I'm gonna move that to the edge. We're gonna walk closer back to the settlement. I don't know if we're keeping this fort. It seems unnecessary because they can't conquer anything this turn. There's no open settlements. So they do walk in and siege. Like, I can just relieve it next turn by attacking. I'm expecting to fight them. The army's bad. So I don't need this fort garrisoned. It's being abandoned shortly anyway. These slingers might actually be irrelevant as well. They're not quite there yet. We need to take out a couple more settlements. We need to take out, I'm not even gonna try with the names. We need to take out these 2 settlements to fully wall the east, but that feels incredibly doable. Unfortunately, since we can't reach them, we're gonna start off by taking out this random other one that's just nearby. I'm hoping this army will try to relieve and lose. Oh shit, wait a second. Come down here. Take a look at these 43 slingers that are just sitting here when they could be a part of... How'd I select one slinger and move it by accident? It's fine, it doesn't matter, but absolutely confused the shit out of me for a second. So now with these 43 guys, we can actually probably retrain almost all of this. I think I'd rather put them here though, right? Yeah. Oh, I can make it to all of them. I thought I'd run out. Yeah, I can get all of those back to full, and now I have an 8-man garrison. God bless you, forts and garrison slingers. The army's fully retrained except for the horse archers that never do as well as I think they're gonna do between episodes. Such is the life of a horse archer in a Rhodian army. This looks like we're fine to launch the siege, but just in case we aren't, I'm gonna launch with the general first in case we're like one tile of movement left. Right, I had Memphis' governor out here looking to make forts, but I made it with someone else. I don't think the Memphis governor needs to do anything now. Because I can't get to, I can get to this bridge. And I can fort it right now. I don't need to though. What I would rather do, I can't build a watchtower here? Why? Oh, I'm adjacent to the fort, I say. This is a tile away from the fort, and I need vision in this direction. So I'm gonna come down. I can build the watchtower. Build that, get back in Memphis. That's a great use of my last money, because now even without the spy, I can at least see a good chunk of the troop movement here. It does make me very genuinely happy to look at the Delta and see everything actually under our banner, but I think we're done for the first turn. So let's see what sort of counterattack comes. I don't know that they're actually going to attack the army itself. They might think they'll lose that. They've got a path in here. They can slip through like this. They've had it for a while. They can also just like walk up, siege a million different forts. There's a million different things that could go wrong. This path exists. They can push through the rebel. They have plenty of options. So let's go ahead and see what exactly the Ptolemies get up to between turns. All right, we have movement down here. Probably nothing important. Walking around with the full stack, hate to see it. I did just point this one out. That's fine, it's not a big deal, we can deal with it later. Although they are attacking from a river crossing. Honest to God, I'll probably let them have the city rather than attack into a river ford. Because I already have the fort wall up there to prevent that stack from getting in, although I guess it could get through now. I didn't think they'd ever actually kill the rebels, but here we are. Oh, they're going back. Good, we'll fort wall all of that out immediately. The Ptolemies' turn just ended and they didn't move the full stack that was standing next to Haroun. I can't pronounce any of these names, I'm gonna go with Haroun. Why didn't you move that army? It seems like you could have done something. You moved a bunch of other armies in the area you know it exists. I'll never understand Rome Total War AI. Not on the campaign map, at least. All right, looks like the Aetolians and Argos have gone to war pretty immediately. Argos is a new faction, the Aetolians aren't, so I assume the Aetolians will be winning, not that these people should even be bordering each other, so it's a bit weird this is happening at all. Anyways, I think the Aetolians will win, so I'm gonna maintain my allegiance with them. It's a bit unfortunate to be losing more reputation than I already have, but oh well, what can you do? Now before I get to any of this, I wanna immediately handle the things I'm likely to forget about in the turn. Keep this boat sit. It's still at double speed from between turns, I hate that so much. Normally, when I'm on the ball, I'm gonna right-click off of double animation speeds when we get to rebels because it avoids this. But I did it this time, so like hopefully we don't hit any boats, because if we do, we just stop. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't actually control the animations at sea, they're too fast. Anyways, other stuff to handle. This diplomat wanted to talk to the Seleucids about a potential alliance. They hate that. Well, that doesn't mean they hate everything. I can still sell them a map. They think it's a good map. What about 2,000 denarii? I know that's a lot to ask, but...
A most generous proposal.
Holy shit, thanks. Is it worth going up here to try to get trade rights? I'm never begging for peace with Egypt again, so yeah, this diplomat should be heading north.
Yes, my lord.
Weird. And besides, it's not like there's not plenty more Egypt and Anatolia to beg for peace if I need to. I'll ask this guy for an alliance again. They think it's great, they have some money. Since they don't have unlimited money, I'm gonna ask them for like a very long-term tribute. Come on.
A most generous proposal.
Hell yeah. 5,000 denarii eventually. This spy can need to make his way down south towards the delta. The other spy could attempt to infiltrate the city we'd be attacking this turn. The issue is having him here is very valuable, and the chance of him dying when he fails these are so high. Like there's just no point in it. So first things first, I should have a general somewhere vaguely near here. Oh shit, you're in that city? Yeah, that's gross. They shouldn't have a good army here. I can fake Sally to see what it is and what siege company they've built. They have a terrible army. Dear God, that's so much cavalry. If it were better quality cavalry, I'd be more scared. But this low quality cavalry with the AI controlling as badly as it does against my primarily hoplite armies, this army should be so much scarier than it is. That, even still on a river crossing, it would be very gross to attack that. And they haven't built any siege equipment, so we can just ignore it for a turn. Where is my second closest guy? He can make it where he needs to be. Let's get, oh my God, the fucking animation glitch. I wasn't expecting it. I wanted to stop at each point along the route and look for mercenaries. Okay, we can still do this. We can still do this. Your taxes aren't going to be happy with me. I can bleed one of these mercs forward and find someone to put in the other settlement. There should be a crossing along this river. Yeah, here. So later in the turn, I can send this guy, have a broken unit come down to be a fort garrison. And it's critically important. Why can't I? Because there's a spy next to him. He is adjacent, and if anything is adjacent, you can't build a fort. Yes. Fort 1. And then we come down south and we build Fort 2 as well. And I have to garrison it with the general himself. There's no way around that this turn. At the end of the turn, one of these guys will become the garrison here. Maybe here as well and get that general out. I don't know if that'll be possible, but that's definitely the plan. And for the time being, this settlement's fine without a garrison. It can be attacked instantly here if they break siege and walk around. I can't really play around that. I mean, like, it's fine. I don't want it to happen, but it's fine if it does. Okay, agents handled, boats handled, fort wall handled. Is it just fight time? I know what I want my money for. It's because this stuff needs to actually grow. I should have another diplomat somewhere. I haven't gotten to them. Yes, let's go talk to Pontic Pentopolis and turn around. If I hadn't been moving so quickly previously, I probably would have just stopped here last time, saved some movement. An alliance with the Bessie, whose enemies are the Odrysians, so this would not go well. I can still sell you a map. I'm out here just nickel and diming the AI trying to get anything for this map. There we go. They wouldn't take it at 400, so that's the best we're gonna do there. Now, Pontic Pentopolis, you have enemies that I care about. You are enemies with Getae and Histria, and I don't think we're enemies or allies with those people, but if we are, I don't even care about them. Oh yeah, this is gonna be worth it. They have a boundless treasury. They want the alliance. They think 7,000's balanced. Will you take it?
Most generous proposal.
Fucking hell, that is helpful. No alliance in tatters. I didn't mess up there. Good. And then this guy's going to walk back down. I would like to make it to Rome with him, but I don't think I can. I've already talked to the people in this neighborhood. I have another diplomat coming up to the other side in Anatolia. We're already allied with Histria's enemies. Quick check, were you at war with Getae? Is that how I knew about them? Yes. But I can still trade with Getae and sell them a map. And like, I'm sure my ally's not really happy about that, but it's the direction Red Zed was moving it, so I want to move in that direction with him. Because I'm going to lose control, but around the point in time I get to the end of that move, I think. And now it's time for the bloodbath to begin. We attack here, we attack this, we come down. I don't think we relieve the siege anymore. I won't relieve the siege, but I look at that, it looks real bad. First, I think the AI is stupid and they're going to break the siege and walk away and not walk to this settlement here. If I can, I could swap garrisons around. I could juggle to put someone else at low. Yeah, I can do this. We're not even risk anymore. So now we're just safe. This guy's not doing anything this turn. I don't need to kill him. So I attack here, I break this, I come down, I kill this army. I siege first if I can to make sure they don't retreat into the city. We need to send somebody to the side. That won't be a problem. I'm gonna check for mercs everywhere that I can. We have mercenary horse archers at the Memphis area, which is also like the main area up here. It's just a little bit discontiguous and janky. I'm not quite sure why, but I'm going to recruit those for sure. Send this guy back into Memphis without the horse archers. And I'm gonna queue up that other growth building wherever it was supposed to be. Yeah, here. That's most of our alliance money used immediately. This is going to come down. I don't actually want it for the city siege. What I'm gonna use it for is so that I can save movement on killing this guy by starting the fight with reinforcements. I don't need to see anything else in this area, I think. I think the eastern border is officially uninteresting, and I've already got a spy coming down to help anyway. So this guy should leave. My west isn't fully protected, but it's obviously the south that I should care about the most. I'm gonna come down on the coastline like this to see if anything's like sneaking around here, because that would be a really unexpected place for it to be. And I'm gonna loop back around like this in the next turn and get a view further south. I'm looking at this fight and I'm really thinking there's no reason this garrison shouldn't be helping. I can send it, it'll lose some men, get a little bit cheaper. But reducing the man count just to save a little bit of money per turn seems good. This guy doesn't need to do anything, they're all at full strength already. Okay, so it's just this siege attack this siege here. If I had more forces, we're gonna deal with the group here and then split, ideally. I think that's actually the plan. Right, because this guy's in the army, but without him, we can make it to both settlements. There's nothing to reinforce. Ooh, but if I split, this can pick me off one by one, so I actually can't do that. Yeah, we have to stay together this turn instead of blitzing. Otherwise, this army could be a real problem. There is something I've forgotten about, and that's why I'm trying to do it all right now to make sure I don't forget. I've got this pile of units. I can run them forward. They're completely safe all the way forward. Drop the taxes back down because nothing can get to them. They're protected by the zone of control of the fort. Is that true? It doesn't matter. I can just retreat with them and they're gonna be fine because whatever attacks them would then step into zone of control of the fort. Ideally, a general would be leading that army to give it movement next turn. This guy is technically free. He's only making a few gold a turn, but they're upset without him. However, their garrison is larger than it might need to be, or smaller than it might need to be. I've got better alternatives elsewhere, and by juggling these, we get them just barely tolerable. Which lets me move this to the army and give them the speed next turn, and I don't need this guy to stay with the army, I just need the army to get his movement speed buff, and then they can split their ways next turn. I'm gonna bring down these javelin men to reinforce, intentionally get them messed up, and then send them back down and juggle the garrisons to get them cheaper as well. This is gonna cross over to where the other one was. All right, without any further ado, let's finally knock out some relatively easy fights before we move on to the hard stuff. So, this is not exactly how I thought this city would look. It's a hell of a mountainside, isn't it? This is a mechanic I'm not clear on. If anyone can tell me, I'd love to hear it. I know being on a hill gives you a bonus. Does the steepness of the hill matter? Like, is there a minimum threshold for it to count as a hill and then all hills are hills? Or does like a cavalry charge from here to here do a lot more than the sort of hills you would get in the countryside of Rome? Anyway, regardless, let's just start the battle attack, get this on triple speed. All right, so like obviously we could do the normal Greek city stuff, but my plan is to get their attention and then back off immediately. Nope, 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 come on, fight me over here. Good enough. You guys get over here, javelins on the side. And I don't care about friendly fire at all here. And in fact, I don't even really care if they win. As long as some of my guys live, it'll be fine. And they're doing really damn well. These javelins to the side are actually kind of incredible. I might like having this unit in the army. Get behind them and push them off. And I don't care about losses on these skirmishers either for the same reason. Really, they're a garrison unit no matter how impressed I was just now. And we might just be able to win with these two units, which are supposed to take damage. That's only beneficial to me, so hell yeah.
Great God be praised!
There we go. I got a couple of weird cutscenes at the end there. I think maybe the general of the reinforcements died, I'm not sure, but I severely damaged both of them to save us money in the future. Exactly according to plan. Those 163 losses were wholly intentional. That was basically flawless. I really want to click enslave, but there's a lot of happiness issues going on at the moment. I'm clicking enslave, consequences be damned. All right, going back to this city, these 55 guys pop back in to the polis across the river. They're fine with it. This reinforcement comes down to the forts, and obviously they're fine with it. They don't even have a happiness score to consider. Looking at this, I suspect I'm abandoning this fort on the east coast. I don't see a reason I should care about it, to be honest. It needs to be there for a turn to keep this army safe, unfortunately. We're gonna walk the direction that all of our armies are going, and then start the fight with the horse archers separate. And it looks like the plan stays identical for the next one. That's what it is. I've been trying to figure out what it was I was forgetting. I wanted to look at happiness and make sure the enslavement hadn't caused any problems. It hasn't. I don't need this horse archer for the fight, but I may as well bring it. Probably should have launched it with my general instead, but oh well, here we are. All right, so our reinforcements are here. We're all gonna line up over here and regain our stamina, which is depleting very quickly as people traverse the nightmarish crater landscape that we appear to have spawned into. If verticality gives you more charge bonus, then when you charge down this like an army of mountain goats, I assume you just kill them instantly. Very interested as to how melee combat plays here. But yeah, everyone's in the red. I'm gonna need to go get myself a drink. Be right back. All right, everyone's got their stamina back. I suspect that's not going to last. Gonna bring my horse archers down over here. Line up the infantry. Line up the slingers. Keep the cavalry behind because I don't want to deal with trying to migrate them around in this. I want to see this as you guys walk across the hills. What's this look like? Just some mountain goat nonsense, you know? Really kind of impressive the more I look at it. We're gonna keep moving up until we're on a part of the mountain range where we can actually shoot them. It's gonna take a hot second. Actually, it looks like we're not gonna be able to shoot from this section of mountain range at all, so we're gonna rotate around behind them entirely. I have gotten their attention in a way that I did not intend to. It's fine, they're still gonna be charging uphill into hoplites that vastly outnumber them. Like, I was looking to use my slingers, but this seems fine. And if they want to back off, that's fine by me as well. Additionally, this gives my slingers a chance to actually get somewhere they can fire from, since they've run forward on the cavalry. Yeah, this is weird. This isn't how the fight should look. It's fine that it does look this way, it's just not at all what I was expecting. So are you gonna stay there or back away? Because they both suck, but there's definitely... Okay, good. That's a lot of damage. Also, we're still in range. Hold up. Elevation gives you range bonuses that aren't displayed by this. I've just learned. I just realized that that icon does not update to indicate real range. So, how many are dead right now? It seems like a lot. Yeah, 30% of them. You might have shields with their AP rocks. So, shit, that's effective.
The enemy general is slain.
Yeah, that checks out. Why'd you move up?
To press the attack.
What do you think you have that he didn't? Oh, this is just embarrassing. I mean, that might have been more rocks than the one guy was worth, but oh, we can reach him too? We have a lot of range up here, don't we? Can you shoot them too? Yeah, you can. Fucking why not? Man, the slingers did work. How many of them did they kill? They killed 86%. They stack wiped it on their own. We just need them to retreat now. All right, horse archers, you're up. Oh, there was more ammo left, actually. I'm sorry, did the archers charge us in melee? Is that what happened there? I wasn't really prepared for that option. I'm going to walk away on my horse archers to prevent myself from losing them because I'm on the verge of doing it. I lost a couple in that random charge. Hoplites go win this with like 1 to 2 wounds instead of potentially 20 wounds. Because I was embarrassing myself with how close I got to creating a bad situation out of a completely easy victory. Routed on sight. I think they made contact, failed to kill anyone, and then routed as they made contact. Anyway, they're already squad wiped, so we're done here. We lost 7 men, and it was entirely my fault. And they lost, what was that, like 600 or something? 6 units lost, that's for sure. That's so stupidly easy. What are you doing, Egypt? So I suppose he's sending back the most wounded troop. I guess it's gotta be this guy. Is that even good enough? It is, actually. Cool. I think I'm a tile short of attacking this. God, I'm still at animation speed ups. Holy shit, I hate it. Okay, cool, it worked though. Oh, it fucking stresses me out every time that happens. City's garrisoned, sieged here. A retreat won't make it to the other one. Do you take the base? Okay, cool. I wasn't expecting to get a 4-straw on this. I was just worried they might retreat. Let's murder them. It should be distressingly similar to the last fight. Hopefully the terrain will be as beneficial because the AI got absolutely destroyed by that height advantage. It's not quite the mountainous hellscape the last one was. I'll definitely choose to start over here on the assumption the AI will also be going for the high grounds. So what do we have?
Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, they're all the way over there. I mean, technically they're on the high ground too. They've come off the mountain, which means I can get on the mountain, right? Yeah, this is all inside the terrain. I don't know about that, Chief. Something I really enjoy every time I'm in a fight like this is watching the opposing phalanx just vibe the fuck out the entire fight. I don't know why this happens so often. It's a little bit less extreme than this usually. I don't know why they're doing it quite this hard, but usually I see them constantly jittering around and they're not losing stamina. This one appears to be exhausting itself with its little dance that's slowly moving to the left. Yeah, they're not gonna be too useful when the fight starts. Anyway, about this high ground that you've just given up on, are you sure that's the strat? All right, I think they might have gotten angry with us. I'm not quite sure why this would have triggered an attack, though. I think it's just weird, sudden movement. And I want to wait for full stamina up here. I don't want to engage just yet. Yeah, those are Occantisti. They don't have range to reach me. We're fine. I don't need this cavalry. I'm just going to send it this way to convince the AI to split its forces even harder. Because the AI is just very dumb, and I know it's very dumb. Like, if they want to send infantry to physically chase this around the map, that's great for me. Okay, so I've wasted some of their stamina. My army's back to full. If we could just, like, post up like that, it seems really good. We're gonna go to fire at will on our slingers now. And we're just gonna watch this, and it's gonna be brutal, just like last time, I think. Who's the priority target coming forward? I mean, if it was their general, we fucking got him. I'm gonna take a volley here while I have the... Oh shit, my slingers are in the front. I thought they were in the back. I thought they were in the back. You can pause that cutscene. I had no idea. I have to charge through in that case. Which is fine. But I also have to pull back here to avoid this. Like, they need to both be moving at the same time, or else I'm getting caught in the charge now. I misremembered how I had this formation laid out. They've cowered it out. They've backed off. Hold up, hold up. Everyone stop. It doesn't like being drawn out here. We're going to take off fire at will as well. Oh, they're throwing javelins. The rat bastards. Cool. All of you fire at will. Grab this stuff on the right flank. Just pull it forward a little bit. General, come around here, actually. Try to route that once it's exhausted. Grabbing all of our slingers, this is the next target for sure. Actually, it's just cavalry, who cares? Yeah, shoot the theory of Roy. Are we fighting anything here? It looks like we are. I think it's just the mountain being a mountain now. We can break this without people. Why on earth are you charging? That is not a command you were given. All right, so how'd the theory of Roy hold up to that? Not fucking well, holy shit. All right, take the charge, blow the horn. We might be able to route this relatively easily here. They're at wavering. Broken. Cool. General, run them down. The rest of you form a new line. 304, we should have taken catastrophic damage right now. Switch over to these exhausted phalangites. A lot of them are getting away, unfortunately. But I can't chase that down. You fall back. Whole line, reform. You're fine, you're fine. General, get out of there. These guys are milling around and I don't like it. Throw rocks at them. Actually, no, you don't need to. They run back towards us. Eventually, they'll retreat. We'll get more ammo. Like, we don't need to kill them all now. Hey, 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 hey. Not you, not you. I want the general handling this and all of you throwing rocks at the phalangites. Get it together, guys. And they're still just, like, standing off with these guys with way too much of their forces. Yeah, they're down to 24. That's much better. I'm gonna back off on this now. We've killed enough of them. I don't like the attention my general's gonna get over there. Cool, you guys charge forward. All of you, make sure you're shooting the stuff in the back. The ones on the right can charge there. The ones on the left charge there. You run forward to get attention. You run forward. Is this withdrawing towards me? Yeah, it's withdrawing towards me. They don't want to do this. They're trying to leave. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Throw at them. Actually, who the fuck is the best to throw at? They're everywhere. Throw at them as they pass. This is such a weird way to get into a fight. They tried to withdraw and ran into me by accident. We should be crushing down here. We are. Good. Gonna run around on this and try to run down as much as I can. You can run that down. You're in the area. You can't actually. Slingers into this now. You should be able to absolutely destroy some Greek slingers as they flee. You can chase this down. You guys run for... Shit, are any of my phalanxes still fighting an actual fight? There's these guys. General, get involved. I don't want this making it into my spearmen. Not my spearmen, my slingers. All that matters now is making sure that nothing stupid ends up dealing massive wounds to my slingers, because they're kind of irreplaceable at the minute. Where have you gotten to? You're in the right neighborhood. You can not really run that down, but you can try. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're completely in the clear. You guys want to throw at the hoplites now as they're walking away. Those are disproportionately more valuable wounds. You are fighting against very tired infantry that are not doing as well as they should. Must have rallied when I was going for them, or didn't notice them. Not sure which of the two. Doesn't really matter. Hey, you guys, you don't need to do anything anymore. You're good. When I say you don't need to do anything anymore, I mean go kill that guy. General, run those down. You guys throw rocks. You stop being on top of them. You're gonna get shot. Wait, how many phalanx members did you kill? Only 30, only 30. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Are they all tired? You can get a lot more rocks, actually. Run after them. I'm debating what the best thing to throw volleys at as we approach the edge of the map is. The Acantisti will take the most wounds the fastest. I have to pick what gets shot. All right, cool. That's dead. Oh, it's routing. Yeah, it's actually dead. Phalanx is just get out of the way. Let everyone run down. All right, clear victory. We lost almost 100. Guessing it's almost all hoplites. They lost nearly 900. Yeah, that'll fucking do. We might be able to win this war with Egypt if that keeps happening. I was thinking we were stalling, we were in a holding pattern, but as Red Zed's proven, these armies just aren't well controlled or well built, and as a result, you can rip them apart pretty easily. All right, so, oh my God, I've created a forced draw out. I don't know how it didn't occur to me that was an option, that I could do this intentionally, but yeah. Now they have to fight me in the field, and they're just gonna get absolutely mangled. It's worth noting that if I mess up the forced draw out, I can't do this siege this turn. So going for it might not even be correct. That's coward talk. Absolutely not. Let's fucking go. Hold up though. I don't know why you can walk over a step. You really shouldn't be able to. And if I do this, they can't garrison. You can see they have one tile of movement left. But having the horse archers to actually use as a garrison is very valuable. I need that. Not as a garrison, to use to run down troops. Make sure I get 85% on both armies. That's why I need this here, more than I need the garrison. See, this is more the terrain I was expecting. Just huge flat desert. We're up to gold chevrons on what I assume must be the faction leader. Anyway, start battle, advance.
Reinforcements have arrived, but are they in time to take
You guys
part in the
here,
battle?
where are you coming from? There.
The enemy have brought up more reinforcements.
You, as soon as you're in range, throw out the
Acantisti.
Acantisti. The enemies are coming from the west. Come to here. Don't go as far forward as I told you to. All of you are just collapsing there. Slingers. I would like you to soften that cavalry right before this crash happens. Left half on that guy, right half on this guy. You're where you should be. I'm gonna forget about you, so I'm putting you in fire at will skirmish mode just near the enemy. Have fun. So how are we doing with these slinger volleys so far? 10% of them dead already. Holy shit. Scares me every time. I don't know what the 304 are doing, but it's fine. Yeah, all of you just run forward, actually. Those 304 are just dead. I'm gonna charge them here. I have enough men that I can just get away with that relatively easily. This has finally happened. Throw here, because they're going to try to turn on you. Change around about where this goes. General, blow horn. I've changed my mind about where that goes. You're attacking the 304 now. You back away. Yeah, crushed them immediately. Not surprised at all. I need that volley to go through before they get to our men. It's too late now. I can't throw anymore. Attack here. Surprised that hasn't broken already, but it will shortly. Move back to here. Turn off fire at will.
General, please.
You're fine where you are.
So that the spirit of his army is broken.
That's about right.
Too. The enemy general is slain. And
Whoa. They have lost so many men so quickly. Did the other guy die? No. Good. I was not expecting that. I don't think they were even fighting spearmen. Slingers. Shit. You guys, this way. I should have had them over here before the fight. I made a mistake. My general needs to run down as well. There's too much fucking cavalry in this army, or in that army rather. Oh, it rallied. That's so good. We have to charge immediately though. It should be fine. Because the horn's back, so I can blow the horn before the charge. Make sure we're good. It's all rallying. That gives us the, that gives us exactly what we need. Did the charge actually just fail? No, they're gonna win. I have to believe they're going to win. They have so many chevrons. What are we still fighting over here? 12 304. Are you fucking serious, guys? Stand on top of them. You outnumber them literally 1,000 to 1. Turn off fire at will here. Yeah, the 304 are done. Stop wasting your stamina. You guys back on fire at will.
The enemy show their true.
All right, cool. This has been run down, and I think we've done everything we're gonna need to do on that army. This one should be much easier to run down. It's not mostly cavalry. We're happy to fire at will into the phalanx. I think we're probably gonna get plenty of kills. Maybe not. Let's load the archers instead and turn off fire at will. Those archers aren't gonna get to fire too many times back at us, by the way. They're gonna be all dead very, very soon. I think they just got in range. Oh, that's a pity. So we want to throw into the back of the phalanx and the back of the Greek hoplites, but we also just want to wait in general because we need our stamina back on everything. Are they attacking my cab? What's happening? Certainly seems like it. I'm just gonna move my cab this way. Move my spearmen up. You guys are free to try to charge if you want to. I'll take a volley and see if I should keep throwing or do something else. I'm gonna launch the charge here. I'm gonna drag these two to the right side of these so I can remember who's who. Oh, you just stand around next to him, you're good. So what did that volley do? You know, kind of fuck all, kind of fuck all. We're not gonna do that again. And the phalanx is mostly AFK, so we can just ignore it for the time being. There we go, cool. We will gladly take friendly fire on phalanxes to get, or not on phalanxes, on hoplites. You're done.
This is no way for a
Rocks will handle the rest, and by rocks will handle the rest, I mean cavalry will handle the rest. We're gonna keep throwing until our cavalry's almost there. That was an interesting attack command. You know what? They're dead. Fuck it. Who cares? You're good. They don't appear to be looking at my slingers right now. God, it's brutal. Nope, not you. You guys keep firing. Just walk away. What are they gonna do? Yep, that's about right. Good job, slingers. I'd like to thank you for hard carrying every fight I've played today. Every real fight. That first siege where I intentionally killed my own units absolutely doesn't count. Clear victory. We lost like 70 men, but almost all of them are general units, so who even cares? Very clean. Good for straw. I wasn't even thinking about setting it up. I was just making sure they didn't retreat back into the city and accidentally did it. This guy has his movement back. He can move one tile. Can he move in that tile? Nice. Very nice. We click enslave and hope it works, just like we did the last time. This place is not thrilled. 69%. It's nice, but it's not helpful. So Alexandria has a governor who technically doesn't need to be there. So I can send him down. He gets that sorted. Alexandria is happier with a lower tax rate. That sorts that. Good. Army is around. They're free. And it looks like we should be able to make one very depleted hoplite out of all of this. Two guys. Pretty efficient for it. We come down to knock out this one next. I don't know what I was thinking about. I'm just anxious. I'm just nervous because this is so close to good, but we're not quite there yet. You can see we've lost a lot of units getting to this point. We've had to bleed them as garrisons, put them into forts. Once this merges, I get some slingers out of some cities, the next wave of troops finishes, I'll feel really good. But for now, we should get some more money. We should disband this building. And I'm not sure I did it here either. I did not. Let's take a look at all of our settlements real quick and see if anything has like unique tier 3 stuff or if it's all the same general Egyptian units. Because what you can do is you can go to your recruitment 3 and then click on your cities here, and this will actually update for all of them. Typically I check right when I conquer a city, but obviously with a Hotseat campaign, I can't do that. So this is the fastest way for anyone to check what can all of my cities. There are Neo-Cretan archers here, which is really cool. But I've already got access to the slingers at tier 3 anywhere, so it's not as big of a deal since the slingers have the armor piercing ability. I'm actually not convinced Cretan archers are better than Rhodian slingers because of that armor piercing. We do have access to them in a couple of places, but I'm really looking for good infantry more than anything else. Yeah, seeing how this is going for the AI, I'm not so convinced I want to build it. Not particularly sold on the Judean Spearmen either. It's looking to me like all of our Arab recruitment units are just worse than what we have as a Greek faction. This is the first time I've been on this save and I got to think about what infrastructure to build with my money. I've never had this decision before. I'm actually kind of excited. Building farms in Alexandria seems good, but at the same time, they can't need them that badly. They already have 5% population growth. It's not like they're ever going to be happy either, so rebuilding the port's not insane. How much money per turn is the port? 318? I mean, it makes me feel pretty bad about having destroyed the shipwright previously, but hey, mistakes are made, here we are. Let's stop talking about it every episode and move on with our lives. It was funny at the time. Tanis has a decent population. I'm looking at this and thinking it could be a recruitment center relatively easily. We can just start Rhodian recruitment here as well. It's further east, which isn't necessarily ideal, but it doesn't seem bad. Also, I want this boat moved to the other port just because that's closer to where my units are, closer to where I'd be sending them in Cyprus. It actually gave me a little bit more line of sight. I don't think I could see the Sudanese garrison before. Maybe I'm crazy though. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make sewers, and every single settlement can make sewers. It's a growth and happiness building. Lindos doesn't have sewers? Or shrines? And Lindos is a terrible town. It's so weird, this game. You can get sewers here, and it's a good building to build. I'm happy dropping 2 of those. It's very efficient. It's not as good as farms for economy, but right now we're very limited on happiness as much as economic. Quick check at end of turn happiness. No one's rioting, but I see a couple of faces that are very green. You can get higher taxes. You can get higher taxes. And you are so close to being able to have higher taxes, but you can't. I'm going to look into this. Can I make you happier? I will accept the lower tax rate and end my turn. All right, Egypt, let's see it. What do you have? They got out of the city. Oh my God, they attacked a fort. Never before seen strats by Ptolemaic Egypt. They have attacked a fort. I repeat, a non-city structure is under siege. All right, we knew this was an option, but it's actually good for us. We've baited them away from the city. We just click withdraw. We walk away. They're in zone of control and stuck now. That's a lot of guys. Calm the fuck down. All right, looks like that was it. That was honestly not bad at all. Although I might want to drop another fort on the other side of that one bridge now. All right, so that's what I thought. I thought I saw a stack move that wasn't one of the expected ones. There is officially an army on the loose past the Memphis fort wall. It slows them down, but it does not stop them. But first things first, let's do the agents. The spy moves down. I don't think that path is going to work, my man. Is it working? He's making it down? Crazy. This spy is going to, hey, we noticed a guy. Cool. I'm gonna loop out like this just to see if there's like another group right behind him. I doubt there would be. There's a road here. Interesting, but not relevant. I wanna come look slightly further down the Nile. Oh, there's nothing following that up right now, I think. We're really close to stable on the southern border. There's not much coming. Holy shit. That's really good news. Where's that diplomat I have, by the way? I forgot what he was doing.
Yes, my lord.
Cyrene's here.
Welcome, friend.
Hey, Cyrene, you know how we're friends? You know what friends do for each other? They buy each other's maps.
A most generous
Awesome,
proposal.
thank you. I hate to tell you this, but this friendship's a real one-way street, buddy. I will not be buying your map. And this diplomat is slowly making his way towards Anatolia. He'll be there someday. And it's not an Asia, but it feels like one. Off to Carthage we go. We need the elephants. Am I still in super speed? Oh, I hate it. It's the fucking worst. It's probably fine. Just keep clicking and hope. We'll be here someday. Income's looking good. This feels really solid. We're finally feeling stable in terms of money. This settlement's a walkover, right? Okay, before I do the editing, let's knock this out, because this is always happening in this video, no matter how much I do. Oh, it's just cavalry, you idiots. Why are you still recruiting cavalry? What are you doing? There are a lot more people in these units this turn than I was expecting there to be. That's really solid. Anyway, bad news, buddy. You're the bait. There we go. That's the horn. Not the one I expected to charge. Oh, they're not coming? Wait, they're coming. They're coming. I was thinking there's 2 units. The AI should play fucking terribly. And there we are. It took a second. But we got there. It's the dumbest chase of all time. I'm gonna cancel after the first volley, but they should get a lot of work done. Yeah, they killed a couple of them. Still solid. Anyway, run forward, give the charge command. They're dead. We're gonna lose more men than I would want here, but it's gonna kill the unit. No, it didn't quite kill the unit. They did their best. Trying very hard to get my slingers in a position where we can find a line of sight to get the attention of this cavalry. Because there's gotta be somewhere. There we go. Oh, we're getting the attention of the general. It's like a couple guys in the back have it. There we go. You can stop now. Oh. He's dead. Let's try again then. That wasn't quite what I was expecting. Launch the attack here. Keep throwing to keep their attention. All right, fine. Don't. Oh, we got the route. I'd already given up, but I guess that works too. We lost 11 men, and apparently 4 of them are our fault, so that's an alarming friendly fire rate, but still, ignoring percentages, the absolute values of this is really, really good for us. Easiest siege so far of the campaign, probably. Easiest siege of the campaign where there was actually a fight. I guess we need to put that amendment because slingers have done some silly things. All right, am I stupid enough to, yeah, I click the button immediately. I don't even care, I'm clicking enslave. Obviously, they've continued to be angry about this, but we can reduce the tax rate, apparently. Cool, problem solved. Now, we can get out of the town immediately, no problem. The real question is, how do we sort out the garrisons when there are no mercs to hire? This fort is no longer necessary. The slinger can't make it to where he needs to be, but he can make it here. And then we juggle the horse to here. And that frees up Mr. Family Member to come over here and build a separate fort, probably. First of all, do you just make the settlement happy on your own? You do, so you're probably the choice there. If I look at the wounds here, that's a mostly full unit of phalanx I'll have to give up. Are there any other now redundant internal forts? Yes, actually. This fort is basically useless because they just, like, it doesn't do anything. See all stuff on this side? I'm gonna move to here as a temporary garrison with the intent of moving to a fort being made here next turn. And I can make that fort with a governor here. So this is a temporary fort. And shit, can we beat that army? It's pretty big. Let's fake garrison from this fort we just manned. Or fake Sally, rather. 1, 2, 3, 4 away. 1, 2 phalangites. Trash infantry. Archers, javelins, mercenary jab cav, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units of that trash. I don't see a reason I should fight it this turn. And also, when I was doing my agents, I realized as soon as I loaded the battle, I hadn't actually done this diplomat. I'm looking for Gete. That's why I'm here. I want to get trade rights and sell map info to Gete, and I can see by the color of the borders that I'm in the right place. Right, they might not be here anymore, but they used to be here. And they should own another settlement above this one because I saw like the split border on the left. I think I know where a settlement is on the right. I don't, I was incorrect about that.
Yes, master.
Is this a Gete army or someone else? Oh, the Histrians aren't doing well. All right, we're gonna circle back to the left. Found them. Oh, are they gonna die? No, that's them, good. Cool. Anyway, I would like to get trade rights and map info. And if in exchange you give me like 1,200, that sounds pretty fair. It's actually more than fair. 1,500's balanced. Come on, do it.
Regretfully, we must decline.
They don't buy it. I'm gonna walk to the other side and that'll be the end of his movement for this turn. And now I'm gonna make that save I was talking about a while ago. See how much time is left in the video, see how much I can get done before I hand Red Zed the save back. But we are officially stable. The East Gates are walled. And this is obviously a problem, but if you build the second fort on this side, we're good. This win can't have a second fort. Essentially, the city itself is the fort. This is buying us response time more if they're actually sieging through, and I hope they do. I've been wondering why they weren't attacking the damn forts. I'm glad to see it. We have 2 sacks we need to deal with in our own lands, and the tools to do so. Adding this guy to the rest of the army, that's a full 18 units. They're not like bad units, that's actually a quality army. As far as tier 1 garbage goes, this is top tier, tier 1 garbage. Right, so bad news, worse news. Bad news, the video is basically over already. We're 55 minutes in or something. Worse news, my audio settings have been trashed for the first, like 90% of the video plus. Because it turns out that sometime between building my desk yesterday and then like adjusting everything today, I ended up moving my mic and adjusting its gain by accident without realizing I had done it. And as a result, you've been hearing it all episode where if I get quieter and start to fall off towards the end of a sentence in volume, or like my head tilts away while I'm talking, it just sort of cuts out quietly at the end and you don't quite get the full word. And it sounds terrible. You might not have noticed it because I'm far more self-critical of my audio than basically anyone else, but it's awful. And I've edited out the worst examples of it, and now it should be fixed, hopefully. In my brief testing, it sounded great. However, I don't quite want to end this video without ending the turn, so we're gonna go a little bit over the intended length today. We're killing this guy, we're building this fort, and we are also gonna do infrastructure, which means spending the money here to make the shrine to Poseidon and Memphis. I want this to eventually be able to retrain slingers with gold swords. Why this city specifically? Because we're gonna be going down the Nile. This is where we're going to be fighting at. So having it be closer is beneficial. It would be ideal in Naucratis, the place that's gonna be building the slingers immediately, but we can't actually do that. Looking at this fort doesn't actually have to happen. What should happen is these horse archers move west, and this general moves east. And then as we keep track of what's happening over here, if any fort comes under siege, the general can panic, run over, build a new fort, and then drop a merc into it. That actually sorts that out quite nicely. We don't need to build the fort now. Now the way I'm gonna handle this, I think, 14, 18, 19, yes. Do I want the horse archer? Like, I may as well bring it. I should bring the best unit anyone has. This hoplites. Yeah, I'm gonna put all of these units into the fort and then sally forth. Let's go. Are you gonna retreat or are you gonna fight? That's what I fucking thought. So this will be our last fight of the session, and it's gonna be a hell of a fight. It really should be easy. This army's just terribly constructed. Let's not beat around the bush. We don't have much time left. Let's knock them out quick. All right, there's a hill on the west side that I think I would like to be on top of. And the AI is not super intelligent. So what I'm thinking is, if I hide like virtually all my units over here in the trees, they're all hidden. I'm gonna run this guy around on the right side of the map and see what the AI does, because I bet it's absolutely shameful. Oh, if you sally forth out of a fort, you don't actually like have a fort that you sally out of. You just show up in the woods. There was no point in sallying out of the fort. I thought I'd be able to like get walls. I literally forgot I sallied out of a fort because it didn't do anything. All right, we're gonna post up on the hill as they suddenly scatter and start turning around. There's a lot of shit just like vaguely near this javelin unit, and I don't fully understand why. It doesn't seem like it needs to be here. Not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, but it's a bad decision, to say the least, to say the very least. I'm gonna move the guy with only 14 and no chevrons off to the side to distract, as I so often do. Fan this guy out further, so if he is distracting, he can be further away and more effective at it. And now we're gonna sit down and wait for a hot second, while all of our men catch their breath. I don't, truth be told, know where all of their units are, but it probably also doesn't matter. We're gonna fire at will on these slingers. We should start immediately getting shots here. I don't know if the ones on the right, yeah, the ones on the right can't quite do anything just yet, but that's fine. Stuff will run in and get shot immediately because this will cause them to start the fight properly. Everything's looking good, generally speaking, and I'm happy to waste shots here. Because there's always the chance that like as soon as the rocks hit, they retreat immediately. These guys lost almost all their men to what? Oh, there's archers in them trees. Thanks for lowering my garrison costs. I hope you guys live. Yeah, there's 3 left, they're fine. If I tell you to withdraw, where do you go? The wrong damn way. We're gonna call that a zigzag and hope it works out for you. Somebody have my slingers killed. 10%. Like, not as many as you want to see, but a decent chunk. Throw here. I'm gonna take my spear line and bring it up to the front now. Reposition these guys. I want this cavalry pulled out wide over here, close enough to actually help, because I reckon we're gonna need to use them. It's a big fight. We're not gonna deal with this, not quickly. I can't imagine this gets dealt with quickly. That's the main thing. Yeah, any damage on the Ptolemaic is good, but I need to actually get better shots on something. I want shots there, which means I want to be further forward. And I don't want any of my stuff hidden. I want them to know where it is so they actually charge into me. Oh, hey guys. I wasn't expecting you to charge. A little bit weird that this is happening at all. You turn around, and as this happens, I've got a charge with like family members be family members, or family members be heavy cat before rather. And one of the previous fights, I thought I had fought spearmen afterwards. I just underestimated how much damage I took on the initial charge. This time it looks like no one was charging because everyone's just sort of hanging out and having a good time. My guys are decidedly winning though. Are they withdrawing? Because I noticed a lot of movement. No, they're warmed up. They're good. They're fine. I'm just gonna back off right here because I notice a lot's coming out. I don't want that. I'm gonna take like 3 of these guys and bring them down. I'm gonna route up through where they're going. You definitely want to keep going there, bucko. I'm gonna keep giving you move commands so I can see that you're about to try to turn around and fight. Cool, my cavalry's fine. They made it out. I'm gonna bring down 2 more. Bring you down. Take the top of this. Pull it back here. Take all the slingers here and pull them back. I don't see a reason that my slingers should actually be involved in this. Hey, you want to keep going. You don't want to be involved in this. I'm not quite sure how this cavalry movement's happening. Grab all of this, save the slingers. Pull like this. Slingers, you are too far back. My hoplites can dogpile this now that they've given the chance. You're gonna come as reinforcements. You're going to charge in. We don't really need reinforcements so much. We don't have to charge in here. We're gonna circle around. Yeah, just the sheer quantity of heavy cav is not the right unit comp at all. The Judean Spearmen have the worst armor of all the shit that I'm seeing, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna move like that to make sure they get grabbed. I don't want that getting past the slinger line. Attack here, because you're not gonna get to anything else. Cut left. We're doing fine, we're doing fine. What's the best thing to attack here? Their shields are on the left side. Attack that phalanx. You guys are barely participating. Get over to this other fight. You're gonna have to come down here now instead. They circle around. They didn't. Slingers, congratulations. You're no longer fighting here. You guys come here. I'll take 1 and circle like this. This is all fine. It's messy, but fine. The spearmen have arrived. You don't need to be here anymore. And you've also won, so that's great. You turn around, grab this. I don't know where the hell are they going. They're withdrawing? Exhausted? Well, they're not going to catch up to anything, so it's fine. You guys don't need to be going that way. I don't know what you're chasing, but it's good. You got them. Were they cavalry? Oh, missile cav. I didn't even realize there were missile cav to chase.
The gods have filled the enemy general.
You back off.
Fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
All right, what do I need my slingers attacking? That, in the far back, the Mach-4 forward cavalry. I think we're good. I think we're just fine. Back off here. I want all of this just backing off into a new line. That's fine. Take my cav, line up for a charge. What's left of my cav, I guess. It's messy and bloody, but I knew that going in. All right, we've got what we need here. You keep backing off. You fire into the center. Actually, the mercenary Judean cavalry, or spearmen rather, seemed like the better call. All right, that routes. Spearmen, back off again. My cav, holy shit, you've gone way too far in. You've gone way too deep. Brake slingers are in the way. They're gonna slow us down, so just route them instead. Fall back. They've routed, get the fuck out again. Are they withdrawing yet? No, they're still fighting properly. It's strange. Okay, you guys flank out to the left. I think we're good. They've got to be withdrawing. Like, what is that movement if they're not withdrawing? I don't believe this. We're fine, though. Like, it's really good for us. I'm moving this just, like, behind my spear line. I'm gonna not see something in the trees and just fuck myself. Oh, speaking of not seeing something, we need to deal with that. Dogpile here. We need to just deal with all of this before the phalanxes get to it. That'll break. We don't need to worry too much about it, I think. There's just a lot of people here, which is the problem. In a nutshell. Thank God they mostly built cavalry that wasn't very good. You're in a position where one volley should just break them. They're wavering, they're exhausted. Do it. I think all their cavalry just fucking bailed in this fight. Yep, there we go. Cavalry, run down. All of you back off. All of you back off. We're not fighting phalanxes head on. That's a suicide. There is absolutely no reason to ever take that. Turn and shoot at the ones that have actually stopped running at you. The ones that are still coming can keep coming, I guess, very slowly in formation. Continue to back off here. How do we do? Very, very well. Broken. You know, there was a unit of Jav guys at some point. I lost track of them. I don't think they lived. All right, we can't do any better here, but that's fine. We can back off, circle around, send our Javs to kill this. Not our Javs, our Cav. You know, they end in AV. What do you want from me? How close to the edge of the map is this? Close enough that it's worth sending my cavalry at it. Not all of it, because my cavalry is exhausted and needs to catch their damn breath. But it's still worth doing. And this isn't withdrawing. It's so weird. At least it doesn't say it is. Oh yeah, you guys, shoot at him. Now that he's walking away. I think that's gonna be the story of this. They're definitely withdrawing. It's just not saying it on the unit card for some reason. Yeah, it's not pretty from the rear. You have to save what little ammo we have left for the last couple of fights. I can't do a cavalry charge with this, actually. I can just do a spearman charge, though. They'll break. Oh, they have just repositioned in the woods. All right, I assume that sudden change was them routing. Get on it, Chief. They took a pretty substantial series of wounds from some archers, I guess, that lived from earlier. All the same, he did his job. Okay. Javelins, or slingers rather, deal with that. My cav, back off. You're the only ones that are in any danger. The hoplites can be retrained. This should absolutely wreck them. They are not designed to withstand 5 times their unit count using the slings. Okay, gotta stop. I need what few rocks I have left. All right, I think it's time for full charge with melee. They've all caught their breath. My cavalry's basically useless here, but that's fine. I need to watch these trees in case I'm wrong and there's stuff in here, but I think if I full charge with melee, it all routes and we win. Gonna drag out instead of doing the charge. They've all just crushed together and it's terrible. They're very, very close together. It might just be worth it. It's worth doing. Throw all the remaining rocks you have, boys. Took a long time for that to go through. Now that we've done it, run out. No longer safe to throw in. Nope, just leave. Are you getting caught because they're not exhausted? Shit. No. Don't do that. Lead them on a chase, and if I have to withdraw my general, I will. I can see that it's not losing right now. Come down here to the Junaean Spearmen. Come here to that. The hell? You have jabs? I did not know this. I'm gonna click the withdrawal button, because I just have to keep my general alive. There's no way for him to circle around at that level of fatigue. And this guy might be dead. I've made a mistake. I did not calculate for those horses, or for my spearman AFKing. He's not dead. We got him out. Allegedly. That's the hope, at least. Throw rocks here. My spearmen need to be running forward. All of this needs to cut away. Get through here. All of this attacks. All right, my exhausted cav seems to have done its job. I don't know where the chase is. The chase is still happening. I can't turn him around. Throw anything you have here. Anyone who I notice charging can try to run down these people on foot. Is there a phalanx that was fighting you? Yeah, it lost. Cool. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Make sure that these guys get out of the fight and start chasing something down where it's safe. What's not routing? The thing chasing my general. God, he's so close. Oh no. It's fine. Rome Total War's just doing Rome Total War things. They're fine. He's fine. They're just escorting him off the battlefield. That's the first time I've had to withdraw my general in a winning battle, but it's fine. So how many men have we lost? 30% of our army, but compared to what they've lost, next to nothing. Anyway, he's been slowly walking his way back. He's quite tired at this point. I don't suspect this is going to go particularly well for him, yeah. I'm gonna let it continue because I'll get a little bit of experience by letting it continue for the half second, but then we'll end it immediately. Clear victory. We lose 500 but wipe the stack. All right. The second one's not getting dealt with this turn. I don't think that was ever the intent though. We've lost more slingers than I wanted to, but there should be, yes, there's a slinger army in there. We are just barely able to get most of our hoplites to this city to be retrained. It's by the skin of our teeth, but we've got it. I'm gonna start stepping out of the fort and assembling the army how it should be. This guy pops out. He's a very, very small garrison now. The 41 goes into the 48. You have 10 left. And yeah, that is perfect. I don't know they're gonna care very much about him. How much happiness does he give? 15% actually. A notable amount. Obviously all the generals are coming. This guy's a fort garrison, but probably not for this fort. Because this fort doesn't do anything anymore. I'm gonna walk him east to be a fort here, because it looks like we might need it next turn. Next, I'm gonna break this down into as few retrains as is necessary, so I can have this army immediately available for Zed at the end of the turn. I have 4 well and thoroughly shattered units here, one of which was previously a garrison in a nearby city, I think. The rest of it goes here to be retrained. Get that done. Queue up units, because apparently they haven't been made this turn because they all just finished. Cool. That's actually wonderful. This guy should not be in the fort he's currently in. He should be coming down to relieve the garrison of a larger fort. Those don't exist anymore. I'm gonna have him walk towards the general middle of our empire. I don't know where he needs to be. That's stupid. He should be standing with the general if we don't know where he's going. All of this stands with the generals because that's just a functioning army. Both of these guys are terrible backup commanders. So I'm gonna put him with this unit because I don't know where this is supposed to be. The new unit can reach the army. I imagine that's gonna be the story for all of this. All right, I've left Zed with the same army he started me, more being retrained and more being trained. Efficient forts, the east is walled. I would say that this is the conclusive success of the start. It's taken us 6 episodes, but together we got there. We own the Nile Delta. The eastern territories of the Ptolemaics cannot engage with us. We have it fort walled. We have a superior army ready to immediately deal with this next turn. One more thing, I just realized as I was wrapping up the video, I have a couple of garrisons that are very good units. I would obviously prefer not to do that. This one can get by without a garrison at all. Bit sketch to enable invasions, but still I think it's worth doing. And as for the other one, they're pretty pissed. However, we have an extra governor who's not great at fighting and doesn't want to be here in the first place. So we're gonna send him to govern the town. That sorts that. And that gives us another unit of hoplites and another unit of slingers. And dear God, we have a real army. Anyways, I'll hand it back to 5 minutes ago me to do the outro. This is a really, really strong. I'm very happy with this. We've gone from feeling like a saving your disaster campaign in episode 2 to feeling like we were in a rough spot in episode 4 to genuinely feeling like we're on top of the world. This is really, really good. I'm very happy with where we're ending for the first time. And just like last time, I don't know what sort of save I'll be getting back because now the world's our oyster again. We probably need to go to war with Egypt just because like if we don't, they'll keep sending up stacks. So we're obligated to send a stack down the Nile and wipe them out. But other than that, like we can start putting people on boats. You know, trying to buy elephants from Carthage all the way over here. Gonna queue up that move so that Red Zed sees it once he gets here. But yeah, we're done for the episode and we're in a great spot. I've been having a blast with this. I hope you have as well. Sorry for going long this time because I'm sure I have. And all that money, that wasn't for infrastructure after all. That was for retraining troops. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you to Red Zed for hosting the hot seat. Thank you to my Patreon supporters, Evan and Jeffrey B. And while I won't be seeing you in the next one, I'll be seeing you soon.